If you're getting on calls with people who can't afford you, aren't ready, or just waste your time, it's not bad luck. You're literally paying for shit leads on purpose. And in this video, I'll show you exactly how to stop wasting time with unqualified people, why your funnel is secretly training your pixel to find more unqualified prospects, how to fix it by adding the right kind of friction, and the exact system that top high-ticket online service businesses use to attract clients who show up ready to buy. And I've studied over 100 of the most successful client acquisition systems, and I'll break down the 3 changes they make to flip their calendars from random calls to qualified buyers only. Let's dive in. Alright, so this right here is probably pretty close to what you're doing right now. So you're probably running ads or organic content to an opt-in page to collect leads. And on the opt-in form, you ask for their name and email. That's what everyone does. And then they will land on your VSL page where you get them to schedule an appointment. But the thing is that you have no opt-in questions right here. And why does that matter? Well, now you get no information in about how many qualified leads you're getting and how many unqualified leads you're getting. So let's say 10 people land on your opt-in page. And let's say out of these, let's say 4 are actually qualified to work with you. And let's now say that you have a 40% opt-in rate. Well, that means that you will get 4 people to your BSL page right here. But obviously, your headline, your copy will be targeted towards your niche. So obviously you will convert more of your ideal audience to compared to people who are not your ideal audience. So let's say the 4 people you get here are, you get 2 qualified people and you get 2 unqualified people. But this right here means that when you fire your metapixel for lead on your VSL page, you are training your metapixel on equally as many unqualified people as qualified people. So you're training your metapixel on people that you don't even want to work with. And second of all, you probably don't have any qualification questions, so you let everyone book a call. So you let these 2 unqualified people book calls. So no wonder that all your sales calls are with unqualified people, because firstly, you let all unqualified people schedule an appointment. And the second thing is that you're training your metapixel on unqualified people. And that means that your ads will be shown to more unqualified prospects. I mean, you're literally paying Meta to show your ads to more unqualified people. And this is a huge mistake. So what you need to do right now is, first of all, figure out qualification questions here in between, and you can't let unqualified people schedule appointments. And so you need to add friction to your funnel. You need to also add, questions here so that you know if people are qualified or not, and only let qualified people opt in, at least to the page where you fire your metapixel. And you may be thinking that, well, I don't want to add friction because then I will get less money and less qualified calls, booked calls. Well, I have yet never seen someone add more of the right friction to their funnel and make less money. I have never seen that before. So please don't be scared to add the right friction in your funnel. If you actually add the right friction, it won't add any friction to your qualified prospects. It will only add friction to unqualified prospects. So please add friction. But now, if we get to the actual system that actually trains your pixel on qualified prospects, gets more of them, and doesn't waste any time speaking with unqualified people. And this is the same system that the most successful high-ticket online service businesses are using right now. So obviously, you have first an opt-in page, but then you have a survey. It's not a normal opt-in page with only name and email like most people have. You have questions to determine if they are qualified or not. So you may have questions like, what is your monthly revenue and how much ad spend are you spending each month? And the thing is that you want this opt-in page to be to a personalized lead magnet. And why is that? Well, if it wasn't a quiz survey, no one would want to answer these many personal questions about them. If you would write here, if you would ask questions like personal questions here, no one would opt in. No one would complete this form, because if you land on someone's lead magnet page, you would be so confused if someone asks you, how many employees do you have? Have you went to the gym before? You would say, who is this guy? You wouldn't opt in to anyone's forum asking these personal questions. But right here, because we give them like a personalized lead magnet, we give them a lead magnet based on their questions. And if we do that, like if we give them a lot of personalized value after giving information about them, we can have as high completion rates as before. So let's say you have right here on this form, you have a 90% completion rate on 2 questions. Right here, we can have also a 90% completion rate on, let's say, 10 questions where 8 of them are very like personal. So this like quiz survey disguises your qualification questions as survey questions, and therefore you will get qualification data on all leads and prospects very early in your pipeline. So you know exactly what type and quality of leads you are actually attracting. So therefore, after this quiz survey, you can segment people to train your ad algorithm on only the most qualified leads and filter out all the unqualified ones and optimize your ad campaigns to get more of the best prospects. So because you have this survey and you collect qualification questions, you now know what leads are qualified and which are not. So you want to segment where people go. You want to send 25% of your most qualified leads to one VSL page, and all these VSL pages are the same, but they have a different VSL video on them, but the page structure is the same. And on this first page, where will only now be these qualified people, only on this page do you fire your meta pixel. That means that your ad algorithm is trained only on the most qualified prospects and will therefore go and get you more of them. So if you have the same example as before, if you get 10 people right here and 4 of them are qualified again, and let's say that again 40% of people opt in. So again, let's say you get in total, you get 2 qualified prospects and 2 unqualified ones. Well, in this case, the qualified prospects would both go to this first page, not 3, sorry. They both will go here, and both your unqualified prospects will go to this page. But now we fire our metapixel only on this page right here. So that means that our ad algorithm is only trained on qualified prospects. And if you would also have some leads that you can work with, but they are not the best ones. Let's say you want to work with like businesses that make 50K or more per month, but you get some lead that makes, let's say, 40K per month. I mean, you could work with them, but you don't want to train your ad algorithm on them. Then you would send them to this page. But if you get unqualified leads, then you send them on this page, so that you don't train your ad algorithm on them. And now you can also have a CTA that suits them, because you don't want to have unqualified prospects book calls. So you send them to YouTube. But these 2 pages right here will get people that you can work with. So these 2 can go to your qualification survey. And on this qualification survey, you want to ask readiness questions, because not every lead and prospect is ready to buy straight away from you. They're not ready to, or let's say it like this. More people are ready to jump on calls than people are ready to work with you. So that means that some people will book calls just to like learn more, just to find out more. And if you don't filter them out, that means that you will just be wasting your time on sales calls. So you want to ask people, how soon are you looking to get started? And if someone says that like in a few months, then don't let them book a call, because that sales call will just be a waste of your time. Only let people that say that they're ready now to book calls. So that means you only get people who are qualified. Only these 2 pages right here can book calls, but you also get only people who are ready. So this means that everyone who you get on sales calls will be ready to buy. And I forgot to add one thing. On these VSL pages or VSL's videos right here, you want to educate prospects on your methodology, service, and offer, because pretty many of you are getting people on sales calls who know absolutely nothing about your service or what you're doing. So that means you have to spend the first 30 minutes of your sales calls only teaching your prospects, and that's just a complete waste of your time. So you want to teach your prospects in advance so that everyone who comes on sales calls know everything that they need to know. And then after they have booked a call, they get on your thank you page, where you have to have a video that they need to watch before the sales call. And this thank you page is actually the most like underutilized page there is and the most underrated page that there is, because like there's so many people who don't even have a thank you page, and this is actually the one thing that determines your show up rate and conversion rate the most. So in this video, like you want to force everyone to watch this video before the sales call, and you want to include in that call everything that you repeat on sales calls. So instead of like saying the same thing to every prospect for the first 10 minutes on a sales call and wasting your time, you can just front load that information in this video. So that means that everyone who shows up on sales calls have the same knowledge and are on the same page. And this video also pre-sells prospects and makes them 90% sold even before coming on the sales call. It also makes them desire your offer and methodology before the call. It makes them excited to show up for the call. It also sets the frame and handles all common objections and limiting beliefs. So, like, if you don't have this video, then you will get like lower show up rates. You will have lower conversion rates, close rates, and you will get many more objections, limiting beliefs that show up. So if you actually want to not waste your time on sales calls, you have to front load as many things as possible. You have to qualify leads, only train your ad algorithm on the best leads. You want to ask readiness questions. You don't want to get on calls with people who don't want to buy. And then you want to educate prospects beforehand about your offer and service, so that you don't have to do that on sales calls. You want to handle all objections and limiting beliefs before the call. You want to make them excited to show up. I mean, it's such a waste of time that you get ready for a call and actually no one shows up. So if you actually do all these things, you will waste so much less time, and you will have so many more qualified people on sales calls, because people actually know what you're selling, and you have overcome all the objections. But right now, if you have any like questions about this entire system right here, I will leave my Instagram in the description below. So if you have any questions or need any more help, just feel free to DM me on Instagram, and I will be more than happy to help you out. See you in the next one.